This is Driving Me Wild, and today we're going to be drifting like K.I.T.T from Knight Rider. Hey everyone, welcome to Cool Drift, a series all about drifting. We are going to be doing some of my favorite drifting, snow drifting. And why do I love snow drifting? Because it doesn't hurt your tires. It looks like the snowplow came. Drifting is like running around on the kitchen floor with your socks on. And the BMW product is the Guinness Book World Record champion of the world's longest drift. That's why I drive them, because they drift perfectly and do everything else. But here we're just going to pitch it in a little bit, stab the throttle, counter steer, reduce throttle. There we go. You see that? Let's see what Jen thinks. There we go. See that? I think when your passenger is laughing and having a great time, that's an indication that you're a cool drifter or a smooth drifter. You're definitely doing it with perfection. Let's take a look in slow motion. Selecting your gear, monitoring the tack, stab the throttle, counter steer. When the wheel goes all the way and it stops, that's opposite lock. Then you want to reduce throttle and correct steering, stay in your lane perfectly. And when you do that, your passenger has a lot of fun. I grew up watching this old TV show, Knight Rider, with K.I.T.T, who could drift perfectly. It was a car that could drive itself and it could drift perfectly. So I always try to drift like K.I.T.T, just perfect. Here's a little wag the tail action where we just wag the tail of the car just a little bit, you know, just a little bit of action. Let's see what Jennifer thinks.
Oh wow, oh wow, oh wow. Oh my goodness.
My personal equation, or what I thought K.I.T.T would do, would assign theta to the rear wheels, epsilon to the front wheels, x to the throttle, and y to the steering. So those are your four variables. Here we see the counter steer. That's the counter steer right there. And now I'm going to straighten the wheel up again. So that was the steering. The rear wheel sliding, that's theta. Anyways, you got to push a lot of buttons. Sport plus, traction control off, DSC off, that's like the second traction control. And I don't like to shift with the paddle, so I'm using the stick. We're downshifting into third, second, and I'm gonna signal and flash my high beams to my buddy in the Suburban so he clears the intersection, keeping that signal on. And now I'm into first gear. I'm gonna peg the throttle, very quickly counter steer, reduce throttle, and then correct steering, and then maybe an upshift into the next gear. I don't think the oncoming traffic even had a clue that we were drifting, and that's how K.I.T.T would do it, definitely. I started drifting when I was 15 years old, and everyone in Finland has to learn to do this to get their driver's license, so you can definitely learn. Jen's gonna take us around the car. This is a 2015 428i M Sport. It is completely stock. The factory put all the M body kits and badging on it. It's fully loaded, has the driver's assistance. Plus, this is one of the cameras, and what it does is when you're parking, it gives you an overhead view. It has a few different angles, but if you get a BMW, you will definitely get the driver's assistance plus package. As you can see, the lines, the other car next to me, the people all around. I should mention this BMW has an open differential. I hear a lot of people talk, oh, I don't drift because it has an open diff. If you have enough skill, well, you can drift just about anything. Let's wrap things up with a real slow drift. Maybe 5 miles an hour here into the garage, going full opposite lock. Bringing the car home safe and sound without a scratch on her. That's job 1. Job 2 is no tickets. Thank you, police department, for your help with this one. And job 3 is proving that math can actually be fun. See that? That's